I'll take the blame for it. I'll pick the team. It's my group of players. They're not doing what they've been asked to do. Simple as that. The first goal summed it up. We've got a centre midfielder trying to close down a fullback. He's come out of position. The ball's been popped into where he's left, and they've gone and scored off that. It's certainly not how I set the team up. They're not doing what's asked of them, and then it's not enough work rate. Basics again have caught us out. You know, 1-0 down after 9 minutes. We set up to be rigid, letting them have the ball at the back and mirror the ball and keep our shape, be hard to break down. We didn't do it. So, frustrated, angry, upset, bit of everything really, but it always falls on the manager, so I'll take responsibility for it. I've signed better players that we had, but the better players don't want to work hard, and you're coming to the time of year when you've got to dig in, you've got to fight. We don't do it. We don't keep a shape, we don't work hard off the ball, and it's the basics again. When we do that, run half decent side, but that's our worst performance of the season, our biggest defeat of the season. We got outworked, and then fair play to them, they took their chances. I'm not shirking that. It'd be easy for me not to come and do this interview. I've never shirked anything since I've been manager of this club. I'm fighting to get us out of a relegation battle. I'm fighting to stay at this club, but I'm afraid I'm managing a group of players today that didn't want to back me up on that. I can't understand the mentality of us as a group that we drive 2.5 hours to dish that up. I can't apologise enough to our travelling support that come and watched us play today, and well, I'll tell you what, watched us turn up and be on the pitch. I wouldn't say play. We created 3 or 4 good chances, but you see the difference when they lost the ball. Like Danny Draper's in 1-on-1, he couldn't get out of his feet. There's a fullback there closing him down, putting him under pressure. Look at the goals we conceded. There's no one there. We're not fighting. We're not doing it. We may have 3 or 4 players. You know, Sam's kept it at a decent level today. No word of lie, we could have lost that game 8 or 9. And that's the thing that shocks me, saddens me, irritates me. I've got to stand there and be polite when I just want to stand there and F and blind and show my frustration, but I can't. I've got to be as professional as I can, but we've let down the club, we've let down the players. Most importantly, we've let down ourselves because we've done that. And you know, I know oh, he's too honest, I get that all the time. Well, how can I not be honest about that? If I'm doing that, I'm lying to the people that have travelled in that minibus 3.5 hours, 4 hours, who are going to get home tonight at nearly 10 o'clock to come and support us, and we've dished up that. And there's a game plan that hasn't been stuck to, and the basics are at this level of football, and the higher you go, the basics apply. Work hard, win your individual battle, keep your shape, hang in there when you're not playing well, keep the ball out of your areas where they can hurt you. We haven't done any of that. Team talk was don't play in the wrong areas, don't play at the wrong times. If there's nothing on that we could pass the ball, then the diagonal pass or the clip pass down the line is your friend, and you've got to use that. Every time we do it, we try and pick people out. We don't hit areas, we don't turn teams enough. You look at some of their goals today, they just put balls in behind and chased them down and forced mistakes and scored. That's football this time of year. In pretty much every level of non-league football, that is what you will be told from your management team. Diags, clip it in behind, turn them. Because when you turn teams, they're facing their own goal, you force mistakes, and that's what's happened to us. So I'm not hiding from it, I'm not shirking it. I'm afraid our players have shirked it today. Again, now I'll say it's on me because I'm the manager. I've picked the team, I've signed the players. They're not doing it for me at the minute. I don't want to get down the path of continually signing players. I'm happy with this squad, but they're not doing what they need to do to stay in games, and they're not doing enough for the shirt and to earn us 3 points. They're not scoring because we're conceding too early in games. That's the problem. You look at us today, we've created chances. We've had 2 free headers, Charlie and Marshy. We've had a 1-on-1 We've had Charlie in the box who should have shot, but he held onto the ball too long. Charlie's put that cross across that goal line, in front of the goal. Defenders in no man's land, keepers got no man's land. We've got no one on the end of it because we're not working hard enough. And the problem, this is what I said to him: the longer you stay in the game, the more chances you got, the pressure you build. But we're not staying in games because we're giving teams goals. So we're not scoring goals because we're not doing the basics to keep us in the game for long enough. So then what happens is we chase games, leave ourselves open, and then the other team will go up the other end and score. You know, it was the same last week at home. It was the same the week before at Market Drayton. It was, you know, when we played at home recently, we drew 1-1 with Glossop. It was the same there. We hung on. You know, we're just not doing the basics. We're not working hard enough. And you have to work hard to stay in games. And when you work hard, then you get breaks. And we're not getting breaks because we don't earn them. We don't deserve the breaks. And that's the difference. We can score goals. We prove we can score goals. But also, we prove that we can see goals. Now, that ain't on the defence today. That is not on the defence. It's on what's in front of them. Not working hard enough. Yes, there are defensive errors. But when you're having a go with 2-3 runners because your midfielders ain't picking up people, and when your forwards ain't doing enough, and, you know, when they're not doing enough in front, that's what happens. It's an 11. And then it's the 3 subs that come on, they've got to do it. And we're not doing it. We're picking out 3 or 4 individuals. You can't carry 7 players. And that's what we're doing. And it's all down to them not being bad players. They're good players. We've signed them from clubs that have been performing at this level or other levels in and around us. So they're good players. They deserve to be at this level. But they're not earning the right to be in games because they don't want to work hard enough. Simple as that. People lose the ball, jog back. Don't put the body on the line. You can't expect to win games when you won't put your body on the line and fight for the ball, fight for the cause, fight for the shirt. And that's that in a nutshell. That is it.